live.
And there we are.
Woo! All right. Woo!
Doing a little oils.
Yeah, day one oils. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never really done oils before.
Mm-hmm.
I played around a little bit. Here, I should make the camera be in focus.
Now you're going balls deep.
Mm-hmm.
Balls deep in the oils.
Ooh. Go. Yeah. Lucky Pat. Ooh, Jason's computer break.
That was from yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm reading it. Daily. Oh man, woke up randomly at 3 a.m. and thought to check on the live stream. Hope their internet wasn't cut off.
It was.
They're probably taking naps. Nick Harris. I'm gonna watch yesterday's stream and just use my imagination. All right. So step one of oils is to put on a color and then wipe it off, and that puts down a goo layer that saturates the model. And then I wipe it off, and now it's still wet. And that's how you wet blend with oils. This blue's not that close to what I was using, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
Flipnote Dude at 88. What happened yesterday? We both had diarrhea. And we're tied to the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Freak accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lucky bad. Ah, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, woo. This is very exciting.
You think of Doom? Hello, Jay and Nick. How's your utterly and horrendous night? Oh my god, so bad. Saw the latest submission for the challenge, and I'm sure the Sanguinary Guard Kit Bash will probably win, in my honest opinion. I haven't looked at. I've looked at them in passing. I haven't done a deep dive yet. Flipnut Dude at 88. You were catching up on the Johnny Depp and Amber Turd trial, weren't you? I can tell you that I couldn't care less about that.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Simmons, oil paints are my favorite for blending and making my own wash.
Hopefully they'll become my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm rushing, even though I probably don't have to because oils take like a day to dry. Maybe I'm just excited. Mr. Highman Canada 2, Kabaz. Thark Warrior, I don't think I've used that shade of blue in a model since the 80s. That's Malifaux.
It's almost like Malifaux's more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Jason M., it was too bad you had diarrhea yesterday. I was kind of hammered yesterday, and I felt like starting an argument.
Yeah!
You still could.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about something you love. I liked kettle cooked potato chips. The sharpest chips in the world. They're my absolute favorite. Your dad. Jay, you mentioned the channel by Painted and went on a nostalgic painting tutorial binge.
Yeah,
Yep.
his stuff. I don't think anybody to this day has tutorials that look as good as his. And he would show everything, gluing things, like taping things down, masking stuff, opening and closing bottles.
A really fun voice.
A really fun voice.
Like seriously really fun.
Well, actually, I think not just Meka
Yeah.
has the most fun voice.
But yeah. So in that video we used a clip of one of videos of his, and I was reading through some of the comments because I wanted to see people be like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Where is he?" And then there was a comment that was like, that said something like that, and he responded to it like 6 months ago, saying, "I will be back."
Oh my god!
It's 6 months ago.
Hey, I believe you gotta have hope.
That's probably how people felt about us.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? We came back.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Gonna come back to show all us plebs how to do it, how it's done.
Exactly. Your dad, what happened to him? He just stopped uploading one day? Yep. Flipnote Dude at 88. All base rims should be gold.
I agree.
All right, now we have to do a 4-part.
I'm gonna say something. I think all base rims should be clear, or all bases should be clear. It's the only one that makes sense. Damn, this guy's vibrant. I'm liking it though.
Mm-hmm. The Sixth World. I'm seriously debating selling all of my Warhammer stuff and buying BattleTech.
I mean, why not? Why not keep your Warhammer stuff and buy BattleTech, or
Maybe
sell
gotta
some of
move
your BattleTech stuff, or some of your Warhammer stuff and get BattleTech?
Kind of sound like you said Battle Sex.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think would be a way better game.
I agree.
All right, somebody make that game.
Yeah. Small scale warfare in the horny first millennia.
Oh, God.
Lil Doodle 93, yo, question for y'all. Where do you recommend 3D printed stuff when you don't own a machine?
Etsy has some good stuff.
Yeah.
You could probably get some stuff on Etsy. It kind of depends on what you want to get. If you want a squid mage of 2 different sizes, you can buy that from us directly on our web store. You could also get some stuff from Pashspiel. We know that he's legit. He actually has proof of all of his licenses, which is pretty good. Because that's one of the problems with people that do 3D printing is that you never know if they actually have the rights to be able to 3D print the stuff. This was a good idea too. Flipping a dude at 88. Make new friends that have a printer.
That's a good one. That's a very good idea.
That's what Jay's doing.
Top tier. Yep. It's really the only reason we have a channel, just so I can get access to Nick's printer.
Right, which is technically the channel's printer.
That's true. Yeah, it's a property of EonsOfBattle LLC.
Right. When we break up like the Beatles, we'll cut it in half. So we both have half a printer. TK Studio Prince, I'm so addicted to Starfleet Fleet Command. Damn them for bringing it out for the PC. I don't know what that is.
Sounds like a
But
video
I'll
game.
be look. Well, you know, I had that idea. I guess I did know what it is then. Jason M, I've seen some libraries offer 3D printing. There may be services near you, but you'll have to buy and supply STLs, obviously.
Which is fine. Everybody should be buying their STLs.
Yeah.
Unless you're buying it like printed, like on Etsy, then you don't necessarily have to buy the STL.
Right.
Because presumably the shop has purchased it and then purchased the rights to make copies.
Mm-hmm. Do you get the difference? Tissa Game, been out for ages on the phone, just released the PC version.
It's been out for the phone. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Six World, if anyone's interested. Miniature Market is running a 50% off of everything sale. Ooh. That's okay. I don't need anything.
Me neither. You know what I was thinking about? You know, I know that Root has a video game. Do they have an app? I feel like it'd be a better app than like on the pooter. I don't think I'd buy the pooter version because they do have one. Hey, look at that. I'd probably much rather buy this version because I want to play Root on the toilet. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But really, obviously the board game's better because we get to make fun of Sean.
Yep.
That's more fun. In person, obviously we can make fun of him. We make fun of him all the time, but we get to make fun of him in person to his face, which is more fun. Right, Sean? I like to imagine that he's here. Sometimes he is.
So I got a big blob of black on the body. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Yeah.
We're gonna ramble. Mini market sale on everything except Games Workshop. Is it really?
That makes sense.
that makes a lot of sense. Penguin 666. Eon's Battlers. Help me decide. I can't pick between a Gene Stealer's army or the Sororitas army. Send help.
Do you want really weak units that strike from the shadows? Or do you want strong units that can walk around and kind of throw their weight around? A little. The Sororitas aren't the world's most survivable stuff, but they're a lot tougher than Gene Stealer Cult.
Why is there a hole in my butt? Random question. What's the little green plastic that people put on their Necrons? Does it come with the kit?
It came with the old kit. It was the classic Necron green energy rod because they thought that was some hot stuff back in the early 2000s.
Man, I love a rod with a bubble in it.
They have since gotten rid of it because it's a little lame.
I like the bubble in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that used to be the Necron's claim to fame. It was in the Warriors, it was in the Monolith, it was in the Destroyers.
Declan Russell. Tips. Just getting back into painting minis and wargaming at large after a 2-year hiatus. Kinda scared I don't want to get burned out again.
Mm-hmm. Well, take lots of breaks. If you're not feeling like wargaming, just play Call of Duty or something fun.
Yeah, and also maybe make your projects a little smaller. I know what has burned me out in the past and still has on my orcs to this day is doing too much at one time. So it feels like you're not doing anything, even though you technically are. It doesn't feel like you are. Like maybe instead of painting a group of 10 guys at the same time, maybe you do 3, maybe you do 1. So it actually feels like you're accomplishing things.
That's a very bright blue. Games Workshop is price fixed. They're like Apple or Lego. Sales never apply. Yeah.
Right. I know it's like it's big news if you can get a MacBook for $50 off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my God. Wargame Ramble. Jay's background is very blue. Is he streaming from a spaceship or maybe a submarine?
Streaming from the EonsOfBattle set.
A submarine in my mind is always red.
Yeah, because that's what it is in the movies.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Warrior. Small projects equal kill teams.
Yeah.
But still 10 guys. There's still a lot of guys.
Mm-hmm. Maybe do a little 5 and 5.
5 and 5. 3, 3, 2. I mean 3, 3, 3, 1.
This is so different than acrylics.
Samuel Larkin. But the Beatles told us we all ride in a yellow submarine. A yellow
That's true.
submarine?
A yellow
A
submarine.
yellow submarine?
That was Ringo's song, right? Is Ringo Starr the best drummer in the world? He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
DJ the Hobo Painter. Nick, did you also struggle to assemble the Killaboss on Nashtooth? I felt like I had to apply way too much pressure, and that spear arm. I think I had a problem with the ass coming together. A little bit of trouble. Like it was kind of tight. That ass was too tight. But besides that, I don't think I had that much of a trouble.
Show off.
I know, but I don't really remember it. I remember models that are a bitch to put together, and I don't remember those ones being bad. I do remember the Hobgrots. I think, at least in the Dominion instructions, they're one of the. I think they were the Hobgrots. It was one of them was wrong. Like it wasn't correct. Like in terms of the parts needed, like the numbers were wrong. But yeah, that was the only thing from.
Also, they weren't
that.
smiling.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, sometimes the push fit models are difficult, like to shove them together, especially if you don't want a seam. Try to eliminate that seam as much as possible, because that on the Great Nashtooth, there's quite the seam on the ass if you don't really shove it together with some nice plastic glue. Chopes, hi, I saw your 24-hour puzzle thing.
Woo!
The night? Oh yeah, that night. That night video is almost to 500,000 views. Pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty insane.
Yeah. Take it.
Look, I know. Yeah. Jeez, Louise. It has entered normal YouTube.
Yeah.
Your dad, is Jay painting with oils, and is he using Winsor and Newton for extra British points?
I'm using Gamlin. Some of these are Winsor Newton. 2 of them are. Most of them are real cheap student stuff. Dig Zitterpins, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. And check out the merchandise. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
I didn't know that we had that. That's pretty cool.
Paul, reason, what unit are you painting and what does it do? This is the... Where are the cards? This is the Blood Hunter. It is an Enforcer Beast Totem for Nakima and the Nephilim. It's a fighter. It fights stuff.
It's a fighter, not to be confused with a spider.
Mm-hmm.
Pudding. Imperial Night video. How did I miss it? I literally don't know. It came out, I don't know, a couple, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's a good video. I like it a lot. Exactly 4 weeks ago.
All the pegs were just a teeny bit too wide and showed clear scrape marks after test fits. Sometimes you can't really test fit push fit models. Like, they're kind of meant to go together once because it's absolutely exact, the peg that goes in the slot. Sometimes if the peg is really long and it goes into a really long slot, I'll cut off the majority of the peg. Just so that it's not... Because sometimes so much friction builds up when you're pushing it all the way through. Especially sometimes, you know, in the box, the sprues will scrape together and it'll damage that peg.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I do any of that. I know people have had trouble with the is it the Crawler Shaman? The Shaman guy? The Shaman guy. I know people had trouble with him, and that one's annoying. I think I might have clipped a peg off of him. I mean, that was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. I have the Marshcrawler Shaman sitting at a store for me as a little treat. And I'm excited. Little Nibbler 93. Yeah, there can be some friction with pegging. Been there. Yep. Been there, done that. It's difficult.
Paint all these guys up and then end with Nakima.
Nakima.
Thark Warrior, if you're going to glue them, just snap off the peg. If it'll line up just as well, and you'll be able to close the gap much easier. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I did on the easy to build hauler, blight hauler thing, because it had some really long pegs.
Long peg. Lucas Anderson, Swamp Collar Shaman. Yeah, that's what I said. Love a good peg.
Mm-hmm. Come on, let me build up white. I think I have too many layers built up on these horns. But you know what? Learning.
Learning is not fun. No one should learn.
Mm-hmm.
Or try. That's my motto. Who's with me, everybody? Learning's dumb.
That was a lot. Miniature stash tips, paint job, looking great as always. Jay stole a rock base from your playlist tonight for a Warcry Stormcast list. Thanks, awesome. We have a lot of basing tutorials, and I loved them all, even the really bad ones when we were kiddos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think the percentage of those ones are good?
5%.
I would give 10.
Yeah, I could get up to 10.
Mm-hmm. I think 10% were good. For 2014, they all were really good.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't that much out there.
See if I can get that blue skin up a little higher.
Gareth Mays, practice is for dummies. If you're not perfect the first go, then it's not worth trying again.
Yep.
Agreed. Jason M, your old snow base has quite a lot of views. I think the same with the lava base. Oh yeah, those are OGs.
Mm-hmm.
That snow base was the first video, and really, I mean that was the just the snow effect, because you did the bases later.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were like, "How'd you do the base?" That's what people
I'll
sound like when they ask.
show you how to do the base.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, stippling works really well with oils.
Oops. All right, let's see. And look. Realistic snow effect. How to create a plasma effect. How to create a cracked desert base. How to create a lava earth base. How to create an ice base. Those are like in the top 20.
Mm-hmm.
Then pretty much everything else is new except for how to create a blast crater terrain, which is a really good video,
Mm-hmm.
and how to create an exploding ground effect.
Oop.
Jason M. Eon's a base. What's kind of fun is looking at the comment section of old videos and seeing people that you still know.
Yeah.
You know that still watch. It's pretty fun. TJ the Hobo Painter, exploding ground base went underneath skeleton salamander, right?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used that one on Halloween when I got really drunk.
Ween.
Mean.
Jason M. I should go leave rude comments on your old videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should.
I agree.
People did that 8 years ago too. Really, we never got that much hate until we had opinions on stuff.
Yeah.
That's when it all started happening.
Oh my goodness! When I said that moving your Games Workshop paints into dropper bottles is dumb and a waste of time,
Yeah.
comments started flying in. People are like, actually, it's super easy. It only takes 5 seconds and it's free. And I'm like, I don't know if all that's true.
Right. Penguin666. Does the EOB fandom have a name? Because I was joking when I said Eons of Battlers, but it's not the worst fandom name out there. I've always been a fan of EOBBs. I always think that's funny. And then Jason M. We are called EOB Shills. That
EOB
also is good.
EOB Shells is very good.
I will take Eons of Battlers, EOBBs, and EOB Shells. Oh no! I think the dropper bottle vid might have been my first. Yeah, that was the first video that we made that did really well.
What happens if I just put a dot of white? I think what's happening a little bit is I'm building up layers, and then when I put on another layer, it all smushes. So I think I got to learn to work in smaller layers. If you didn't have a nigga just ate fish, and Jay, I agree with you on squats. Yeah.
I love that.
Your dad. Out of all the bases, which one really sucked to build and film? The one we shot for Midwinter Minis really sucked because it was just like, oh my god, sit down, paint it. I got an hour. Hour's got to get done now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and what's funny about that one is we tried really hard and we got it done, and then other people didn't. Yeah, because it was like doing a fourth video that week. It was annoying, and then we had to film it differently because we wanted it to feel like our Wednesday videos, even though our basing videos were done differently. So it was a whole thing. Game of Starties. I hope you guys are having a good evening. Love the Retro Marines video from those Ultramarines looked beautiful.
Yeah, I like that video too. They're proudly displayed in my Black Templar army, alongside other squatty Marines.
Gareth Mays, you did something with Midwinter Minis. Yeah, it was probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 months ago, when his babies were born. I think if you look up Midwinter Minis and Swamp Base, it might pop up. He has a bunch of creators to help him make some videos while he was busy, which is not a bad idea. Brendan Smith, are you excited for all of the new Horus Heresy models?
A little bit. I'm excited to see them, but I don't think I'm gonna be getting into Horus Heresy. I'm not much for historical gaming, and it's a historical war game. Although I do like the Horus Heresy.
I'm not much for Space Marines only.
I've read the first 4 books, and they're very good. Or the first 3 books. I need to read the 4th one.
They are, for Space Marines, they look nice. But they also look like Space Marines. Oh no! It was nice to see Ultramarines get been giving some interest. Yeah. Flipna288 haven't really seen any recent videos from Midwinter. He posts sporadically. It looked like I don't know if it came out recently or if it I don't know. I don't know anything. But there's a project that he's working on that seems really cool. Some a weird plague thing.
I think they talked about it on a little bit on Miniac's most recent podcast, or Miniac and John's new podcast, and John said it was a chaos. What's the Land Raider? The Land Raider Crusader. Although I don't think it's a Land Raider Crusader because that's specifically the Black Templar. So it's probably a regular Land Raider that he mistook as a Land Raider Crusader because he doesn't know anything.
What a loser!
No, I really like Ninja. He's my favorite.
Looks like Midwinter Minis just hit 300,000.
Ooh.
Bam. Marcus D. Nick, what is your plan for your Space Marine kill team? Purple and pink. That's my plan. I am excited to own 10 Space Marines. It'll be my baby's first Space Marines. Midwinter Minis has a section on his YouTube channel that says hobby heroes under 5,000 subs, and only 2 of them are under 5,000. I don't think he's updated these in a while. BJ McMurray, evening, folks. What? You didn't wait for me? Dislike. Nope.
Trying to build up on his butt, but it keeps wiping off.
Keep wiping off that butt. Little TP.
Penguin 666. No, heresy. How heretical. I mean, Games Workshop could have, taken me to Warhammer World and given me a whole bunch of models, and maybe I would have painted them. Probably not. Could have happened, but And you know what? Offer's still on the table. Fly us out. Just super late, not in time for anything.
Mondi, why does this remind me of when you painted the assassin?
Because I'm working on the bot. Yeah, this guy's gross. He's a real miasma. I can do more puns. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
You just hear this end Skype noise.
BJ McMurray tips. I shilled for you guys at Adepticon Ridiculous today. Awesome. I love Adepticon Ridiculous. Those guys are fun.
Guy Jr., is Malifaux a skirmish game or an army game?
Skirmish. Yeah, you're probably only going to have one of almost all things. Like, this is the only blood hunter I will have to paint.
Flipping a dude at 88, they suck for not inviting you. I'm quitting Warhammer. Me too. I'll never Warhammer again.
Yep.
Alright, so anyways, I bought a new thing.
Yeah, you're gonna cancel that swamp crawl GABA or whatever it is.
Yep. You nailed it.
Hmm? That's got so much oil in it. Jason, the Midwinter Minis and EOB video was in a video called "Level Up Your Warhammer: Stained Glass Gore Swamps."
Perfect title. That is exactly what it was.
Mondi, what's your opinion on Army Painter? I like Army Painter. I like that they're cheap, and they seem like it's really easy to get a hold of, unlike other things.
How dare you not shill for Citadel?
Oh yeah, Games Workshop is obviously the best. Yeah, $8 a pot, love it.
Wait, what was that about pot?
Pot.
Pot squat.
Ooh, his face is gooey.
PJ McMurray, say no to pots.
Say no to pots, that would look really, really good on a t-shirt.
You know, it really would. Man, we should make that a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we already did!
Whoa, that is insane. Wild. This is insane. Oops.
Just Pat and Nick J, did you camp out to see the new Downton Abbey movie in theaters this week? Yes, I was the first one in line. I love Downton Abbey. My favorite character is Paul. He's got a big cast. I'm probably right.
Yeah, why do you think that we weren't streaming yesterday?
Exactly.
We had diarrhea and we were watching that.
Monty, why does this animal have bloodletter horns? Yeah! They stole from Games Workshop, that's why. Theft. Intellectual property theft.
Cobalt Sun, how are my favorite shills today? We are shilltastic.
Mm-hmm.
EOB shills.
Eons of Shills. Is Downton Abbey a musical? I think it's a period drama.
So. I think it's a drama.
I feel like it'd be more fun if it was a musical.
There you go. Flipna did 88. Why don't you have bloodletter horns?
That is a great question.
Yeah. The Wizard MF. Best musical? Grease.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard Grease.
Really?
I don't think so.
Go Grease Lightning?
No idea.
That's insane. Yeah. That's the only one that I know. That's the only song that I know from it. I bet you have heard it, but like if you listen to it, you would know.
Probably. Wasn't John Travolta in the movie?
Mm-hmm. It's just in the world.
Yeah.
I like Cabaret. Cabaret is a really good musical.
Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome.
Yeah. It's wild.
Just a real happy-go-lucky, carefree kind of musical.
uh, it is wild. It's a wild time.
God,
Hey,
look at how
Junior.
gross that face.
Yeah, it looks disgusting. Hey, Junior, my favorite musical is The Producers. That's also a good one. Bomberman 64 Rodriguez. Shrek the musical.
Ooh, the classic. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. God, do you think that song would still be what it is without Shrek? pretty good.
I don't think so.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gears start coming and they don't stop coming. Something, 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 and we hit the ground running.
I swear to God that Smash Mouth was at God. There's it the Lake County Fair or something very close
Huh.
to where we grew up. Like they were there. Like you could hear them. I don't remember. It was when I was a kid. A long time ago. Jason M, I would love a Warhammer musical for the percussion. They can shoot guns.
Blood service. What do the little Roman numerals mean on Space Marine shoulder pads? Usually, it denotes what's
How many scoops of ice cream that they want?
Yeah, there's crusades, and then there's Space Marine chapters, and the chapters are broken down into companies, and that usually says what companies. There's usually 10 companies in a Space Marine chapter. It can also denote squad, so they could be like first company, second squad. Not all chapters do it. Black Templar don't. They don't care. Also, they don't have the same organization. They're broken into crusades and then battle squads. Oop, that was a lot of white paint that got on that horn. Or that little piece of armor scale.
Armor scale.
Armor scale. Mondi for Imperial Guard, can the Tempestus or also give guardsmen orders to normal guardsmen? Can the Tempest give orders to normal guardsmen? I have no idea in 40k. In Kill Team, yes.
Oh no. Jay, what's a good Templar book to listen to?
Hell's Reach is very good. I really like Hell's Reach. That's the only one I've read. I should read more Templar books because I'm a Templar. I'm an honored son of Dorn.
Blood service tips. A hippo that I can't even imagine what he's doing, honestly.
Wow. It's like a tactical hippo.
But what is he doing with his hands?
I think he's like giving directions.
But what's that two-handed up and down movement?
I could not tell you.
But I appreciate. I mean, that's a I would say it's worth the money
Yeah.
to look at that. Wow. Blood servers, I don't know either, guys. Oh. That's hilarious.
Atomic Donut 18, I have a question. Did some spray painting yesterday and it left my Grey Knights very rough? Will brushing a fresh base coat fix this issue? No. If it left a texture, that texture's on there. God, yeah. What do you do when there's a texture you don't want on your minis? You can maybe take a toothbrush and rub that on the models, and that might knock off the worst offenders. Man, I wish somebody would make a white spray primer that just works.
Yeah. Penguin 666. Hey, Nick and Jay.
Hey.
Have either of you seen the Imperium magazine? If you haven't, it's a monthly subscription that includes a sprue or two of Games Workshop stuff. $15 a month for 4 issues.
I've seen it.
Yes.
They actually had some at our local Games Workshop. They don't have any of the cool issues though. They only have the first couple. I think it's pretty fresh over here, but in other countries it's been going on. And so they got the cool. They're all the way up to the cool issues where you're getting like a Gilliman for $20.
Damn. It's kind of an interesting idea. But everyone always forgets about the cool articles.
That's true.
That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
The articles are really cool. Dark Warrior issue 35 in the UK. Yeah, they're doing it.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to snipe a couple if I can think of it, and from my local game store.
Mm-hmm.
To get some cheap stuff, especially the Sisters, when they get to the Sisters of Battle and the Adeptus Mechanicus. That stuff's pricey, and I want it.
Right, and the articles.
And the articles.
Don't forget about the articles.
How could I forget about the articles?
It's the best part. PJ McMurray. It may be sad, but I'm enjoying putting the lore articles in the binder.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't yuck on somebody's yum. I just can't. I just think it's funny because everyone throws it up at you. You know, but if to be fair, if you like those, if you like those armies, it is fun getting a magazine about them monthly.
Samuel Larkin, how about we do a split buy? You get the awesome articles and I get the models.
Now that's a deal. BJ McFurry, mind you, I do share them with my boy. Well, you know what? Perfect. Yeah, and I think isn't there like some modeling stuff in there too? I've heard. I always ask about the articles. Atomic Donut 18. What if I reapply the primer? Looking at it right now, it doesn't look very thick.
I would maybe reapply the primer after you've given the models a scrub. I mean, what does it look like? Because I've sprayed white primer, and it looks like there's dust. It looks like there's kind of sharp dust everywhere. So I would definitely give it a little rub with a toothbrush.
And used toothbrush, right?
Yeah, with
Like,
toothpaste.
yeah, with
no,
the
not with toothpaste.
Yeah.
Just a pet. Gilliman is really tedious to paint. Credited to me. I bet, but it would be fun if it was really, really cheap to acquire him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look like no $60 model. He's small.
No. BJ McMurray. Yep, some lore and some modeling. Dark Warrior paints and tools too. There are websites that do the whole breakdown. The Wizard of MF, before y'all go, varnish your finished models. If so, matte or shine.
I think semi-gloss might be the way to go because it'll keep your colors really, really vibrant, and it looks really good on skin and metallics. Whereas matte looks pretty good on armor, but it doesn't look very good on skin and metallics. And I think I'd rather have the skin and metallics look nice, and the armor just look normal.
Or maybe don't.
Or just don't.
Have to.
But
I think
damn.
if you're, if you're really Cheetoing it up,
Mm-hmm.
you probably should.
Yeah.
So otherwise,
I'm pretty happy with what I was able to do on this guy in an hour. I would say that a lot of it's getting close to done. The skin I struggled with a little, so hopefully tomorrow I can come back and it'll dry and I can add more to highlight the skin. But I love the face. I like what's going on with the horns. Yeah, oils are fun. It's weird. I didn't clean my brush one time, and I didn't really have to stop working once. Like usually, you stop, clean your brush, rehydrate, resaturate your brush with paint, come back to the model, stop, rehydrate your brush, come back to the. I'm not explaining this well, and but with oils, you just go and go and go and go and go. It's interesting, right. Very interesting.
And you said it was weird. Is that with a Y?
Yes, it is the Y. YRD. WYRD.
Filled weird and weird miniatures.
George Pichardo, isn't yucking on other people's yums the main reason we have hobbies?
You know what? I believe that's the main reason why Reddit exists. And on that note, it is 10 o'clock.
Woo!
And we're going to go to Betty Bye time.
Mm-hmm.
Betty Bye. We already had 2 videos out this week. We got 2 more coming. We have our little models and memories out tomorrow, and then we have a Patreon exclusive episode on Saturday, going through some Patreon members' models and yelling at them for all their choices and everything they've done in their life and with the model, just in general. And then we also have our Patreon-only live stream tomorrow after the normal live stream, where you can call in and chat with us with your voice with everybody, and that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So you gotta join the Patreon for that. And we got the Squid Mage models, got a bunch of terrain. Jeez Louise. Crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Alrighty, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
And